Think about a birthday party for a second. It's cake, it's presents, right? It's all about celebrating one person. But what if a birthday party could do so much more? We're about to look at this really amazing initiative that takes that simple idea, a birthday party, and turns it into this powerful way to build community and make sure everyone feels included. All right, let's get right into it.
And this right here, this is the core philosophy. It's the beating heart of this whole thing. Every single decision they make, from how they get the money to what games the kids play, it all comes back to this one powerful idea. It's about making sure that joy and dignity aren't things you have to be able to afford. They should be for everyone. Period.
So let's break down that philosophy a little bit more. Because this is so much bigger than just throwing a party. It's really about creating a totally different kind of school environment. One that's more connected, right from the very beginning.
Okay, look at these goals. What's so cool is how much they cover. It's not just, hey, let's make sure every 3- and 4-year-old gets a party. No, it goes way deeper. It's about weaving the community closer together, giving these little kids a real shot of self-esteem, and this is huge, getting rid of that awful unspoken pressure some families feel when a birthday's on the calendar and they just can't afford a big celebration.
All right, so that's the why behind it all. But what about the how? Like, how do they actually pull this off? Let's check out the blueprint and see what one of these celebrations actually looks like on the ground.
And the core idea is just brilliantly simple. Instead of having, a dozen different little parties that can sometimes feel a bit exclusive, they do one big, inclusive party every single month. It's for every kid who has a birthday that month. And right away, that changes the whole vibe from my party to our party.
The way the party flows is also really thought out. It hits this perfect sweet spot between group fun and making each birthday kid feel special. So everyone gets this big festive welcome with music and balloons. Then it's on to group games where everybody collaborates, so nobody's sitting on the sidelines. And the cake moment? It's the best of both worlds. Everyone sings happy birthday together, but the birthday kids get their own individual little cakes. It's their personal moment in the spotlight.
And here's the key, really. Inclusivity isn't an afterthought. It is literally baked into the DNA of these parties. Think about it. Every single kid gets a small gift, not just the birthday kids. That sends a huge message. We are all in this together. The entire class gets an invite to every party, which helps stop those little social cliques from even starting. None of this is by chance. It's all part of the design.
Now, obviously, something this smart and this detailed doesn't just happen by itself. It really does take a village, or in this case, a super well-organized team. So let's pull back the curtain and see who's making all this magic happen.
You can see it's a whole ecosystem working together. You've got the school unit, and they're handling all the parent communication and watching the kids. Then there's this platform, Social Synergy, acting as the logistical brain. They're picking vendors, sending invites. Parents are a key part too. They give all the allergy info and can even jump in to help decorate if they want. And then you have the volunteers, who are crucial for helping with the party itself and, as we'll see, getting the parents to connect. Okay, time for the $1 million question, or maybe the $100 party question. This all sounds fantastic, but who's footing the bill? Well, the way they fund this is just as creative as the parties themselves. So step one, it all starts here. The money actually comes from a related initiative, a social enterprise they call Celebrate with a Purpose. This is so smart because it means the program has its own sustainable way to make money. That's the secret sauce for making sure this can last for the long haul. Then, in step two, that money doesn't just go into a regular bank account. It gets funneled into a platform called Redefining, where it's turned into these things called tokens. You can basically think of them like a dedicated digital voucher or a gift card that's just for this program. And this is where it gets really clever and accountable. And here's step three, the absolute game changer. Once those funds are turned into tokens, they're locked in. They are digitally sealed, so they can only be used for the Birthdays for All Children program. That's it. This creates this rock-solid, transparent guarantee that every single cent is going exactly where it's meant to go. No questions asked. And for the final step, that same Redefining platform takes care of everything. It pays the party vendors, the baker, the caterer, you name it, directly. It's a completely seamless, transparent system from the moment the money is earned to the moment the cake is paid for. Totally accountable.
Plus, if anyone in the community just wants to chip in and help out, they totally can.
There are simple QR codes right inside that Social Synergy platform. You can scan it and donate tokens directly to the cause. It's another great way to bring the community into the fold. So, okay, we've talked about the kids, we've talked about the planning, we've even talked about the money, but there is one more layer here, a kind of secret ingredient, if you will. And honestly, it's what takes this whole thing from just a great idea to something that can truly change a community. And it's all about the parents.
And when you put them side by side, the difference is just crystal clear. A normal birthday party, it's all about the kid. But a birthday for all celebration, it has this amazing dual purpose. It's about the kids, yes, but it's also a community-building event for the parents. That's not an accident. It's a deliberate and really powerful addition.
And again, they don't just hope this happens. They design it. They make sure the parents connect. Before the party even starts, they set up a coffee corner and some icebreaker activities just for the parents. During the party, while the kids are busy with supervised games, they actually schedule time for the parents to hang out and talk. And after, the connection doesn't stop. It keeps going in a dedicated digital group so they can stay in touch. They're not even subtle about it, which is fantastic. The invitations spell it right out. They literally say, "Come celebrate our children's birthdays, and let's get to know each other as parents." It sends such a clear message. This is for you too. This is your chance to go beyond that quick nod at school drop-off and actually build some real friendships.
So when you add all of this up, what do you get? What's the real long-term effect? Let's zoom out for a second and look at the ripple effect this has on the whole community, one party at a time.
The benefits are, well, they're huge. When you get parents from all walks of life actually talking to each other, you build this incredible, supportive network. It helps tear down stereotypes and prejudice. It becomes this natural place where people can share tips, resources. Hey, have you tried this? And that sense of belonging, it empowers the parents, which in turn makes the entire school community stronger for absolutely everyone.
And this isn't just some abstract idea. I mean, to put a number on it, think about this. In a single preschool with about 120 kids, a program like this doesn't just impact those 120 children, it's actually strengthening the relationships between 120 times families. You're building this much more resilient, much more connected community from the ground up.
And I guess that's the big idea to leave you with. This whole program just completely reframes a tradition we all take for granted. It makes you ask this really powerful question: what if every birthday wasn't just about celebrating one child, but about strengthening an entire community? What if every single time we sang happy birthday, we were also helping to build a better, kinder, more connected world for all of our kids?